You're now listening to Dr. Orville Taylor talk with substance on Hotline. Radio Jamaica, active for the good of our nation.
Active for the good of our nation. You're listening to Radio Jamaica 94 FM. And at this time, we have Inside Banking with NCB. And today we're talking about streamlining our bank visits, with the NCB appointment scheduler. I have with me online Simone Wint. I think that's who it is. Good morning, Simone. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Taylor. I'm good, thanks. And how are you doing?
I'm mostly good, I'm mostly good. I'm giving thanks, and I hope that you are too. Yeah.
I am indeed. Thanks for asking. And good morning to your listeners.
Yes. So, I know I've watched NCB over the last couple of years, and I've seen you do all kinds of things with your operation. There are some of the branches that have gone through all kinds of transformations. There are some branches that are still have walk-in, some branches don't have walk-in, and you're trying to become more efficient, right?
For sure.
Right. So you have this thing called an appointment scheduler. Interesting. Give me a little background about it.
All right, sure. I'm happy to share. So you know that, as you mentioned, we would have done quite a bit over the years. You have watched us grow. And we have heavily invested in introducing digital solutions to help our customers complete their service requests. So we're looking at faster transaction. We're looking at, more efficient way of getting things done. Many of our services over the years, we have migrated to our platforms for self-serve, and customers may not necessarily need to visit the branch for those. But of course, there are some transactions that our customers will still need to visit a branch location to complete. So we have made strides, but yes, we still have a few things that has to be done in a branch location. And today I'll be telling your listeners how it is that we're going to be making branch visits easier by making an appointment.
Okay. So tell us about the appointment scheduler then.
Okay, certainly. So we introduced the appointment scheduler. We started in 2021. All our 27 branch locations are now on this platform that was completed in May of last year. And that is with the aim of improving the experience for customers who need to visit the branch. So the appointment scheduler ensures that you can get in and out of the branch quickly and efficiently so you can focus on other tasks. We are moving away from back in the days when persons would get all dressed up and, get ready to go to the branch very early because you have a transaction to get done. Now, if you have a task to complete early, you can make an appointment for the afternoon or vice versa. So we're making it flexible for our customers and, of course, whatever works best for you to minimize the time that you spend in branch.
Oh, okay. So, how you have access to the scheduler?
Well, that's pretty simple. It's easy. The appointment scheduler is open to anyone who needs to visit our NCB branch. It's simply by visiting our website, and then you go to book your branch visit, or if you need to go directly to the application, it's www.jncb.com/branches to get started. So upon accessing that, it's straightforward. It's easy to manipulate. You'll go to the branch that you prefer. You'll select the time and the date and time that you'd want to walk in to have your services done. And of course, indicate the service request that you will be availing of.
All right. So is there a facility that is only available, though, for NCB customers? Like I already have to have an account? Oh, wonderful.
No, so it's anyone. So if you're a totally new customer or existing customer,
or prospective,
this solution works for you. Right.
Okay. All right. Great. This link that you're talking about, the ncb.com/branches link, it's also on your JNCB website, though, right? So I'll find it as
Yes,
a
you
drop
will.
down something. Okay, got you. Matter of fact, I'm trying to pull up the site to see it. There you
What
go.
was that?
All right, it's there.
Top right of the site, you'll see book your branch visit after logging on
I
to
see
the
it.
website.
I see it. I'm looking with my right eye. Okay. All right. So though, what kinds of services though can we, access via the scheduler? Quite a tool, by the way.
All right, great question. Yeah, so as I said earlier, most of the transactions that we offer, you can self-serve. But of course, there are some that you still need to visit a branch to complete. So let us say, for argument's sake, you would have opened your account online, which is a straight-through self-serve process today. You do not need to visit a branch to open an account. However, after opening your account, you may need to get your Visa debit card. You will be expected to make an appointment. So you make an appointment to come in and get the Visa debit card because you've already opened the account online. So yes, there are some services that we expect our customers to make an appointment for to come in, and that's one of such. In addition to that, you need to talk to a loans officer to have a loan book. You need a credit card, some investment. There are some other transactions that we still need to have that face-to-face interaction, and they're all listed on the website.
Okay.
So outside of the ones that can be done on our self-serve portals,
Yes.
the face-to-face interaction, your appointment scheduler will allow for those.
Okay. All right. So sounds good. All right. So I set an appointment now. The scheduler, it looks smooth enough. So I turn up at the branch.
Mhm.
What can I expect?
Okay. Process is quite simple. So after making that appointment, you would have gotten an email or a text confirming that the appointment has been made. It also includes a confirmation code. So upon your visit to the branch, you need to check in. So checking in is quite simple. You can self-check in by using your instrument, your mobile device, to scan what we refer to as a QR code that is at the branch location to say, hey, I made an appointment for this date and this time, and I'm now here to get the services done. If you're unable to scan and do your own check-in, we have a designated rep who will check you in. So it's just pretty much providing the information that you'd have gotten via email, confirming that the appointment was made, and that representative will check you in. Upon checking in, you will also get a text message to say that you have been checked in for the services, and it indicates exactly how many persons are in queue and where it is that you fall in that queue. And of course, you'll continue to get notifications as you wait to say exactly where you are in the queue until you're being served.
Okay. And so if I haven't made an appointment and I walk in,
Which we really don't want. I'm
All right.
hoping that you will make an appointment.
But
Yes, but of course, we serve everybody. Persons who make appointments, those who don't. So the walk-in customers, for those who weren't able to make an appointment, or for whatever reason, you have a quick task that you need to run to the bank to get.
yes.
You realize your debit card is not working, so you need to rush to the bank during your lunchtime to get that card. We will facilitate you.
Okay,
We
something
will.
like that.
We definitely
Okay.
will.
All right. Or, know,
Right.
if you're like a senior citizen, and you have difficulty accessing the service through the internet because you probably don't have internet service. But those are the
Right.
exceptions rather than the rule. So what you are
That's
saying
correct.
is that you are definitely not encouraging people to just get up and come in unless they really, 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 really have to. Right? Because it is much smoother
You're on point.
for you to use this app. And by the way, I've paid some attention to the app myself. I know it's true me attack, right? Right? Right. I paid some no man, I've been paying attention to the so some of the stuff NCB has been doing. Certainly since 2020. Right? And earlier. Right. And I do know that the app actually does work. Right. So but more people need to access this though. And it will be much smoother. All right. So what can't I do now though through the scheduler? I figure that it has its limitations. What kinds of services will I not?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. So for the most part, our service transaction types are being offered through the appointment scheduler. But there are some transactions such as you went to the ABM to get some cash. You're trying to get a large volume of cash and you're unable to get it because there's a limit.
Right.
You can walk in, so you don't need to make an appointment for transactions like those.
Oh, okay.
Transactions such as a foreign currency cash deposit. You maybe need to lodge a foreign currency check because that cannot be done through our self-serve portal. So those transaction types, just to name a few, you do not need to make an appointment for. You just walk in.
Okay, great. All right. Anything else you want to teach us about?
Sure. I just want to reinforce and let our listeners understand that, the appointment scheduler is here. It's here to stay. It's one other investment that we've made to make it easier for you. And we're encouraging customers to make an appointment. It saves time. It's very efficient. It's easy to use and very convenient. But just to mention that we are encouraging our customers as well to stay to your appointment time. Try and be on time. It's important because the moment you have a delay with one person, there's a ripple effect. So we need persons to understand that making the appointment and sticking to the appointment time is critical. In addition to that, persons may think that, okay, I'm in downtown, I can make the appointment for downtown, but for whatever reason, I was at Halfway Tree at my appointment time, and I will just stop at the Halfway Tree branch to get the transaction done. Unfortunately, appointments are non-transferable between branches. So if you miss an appointment at one branch, when you go to the other branch, you'll be considered a walk-in. And of course, walk-in customers will have a longer wait time than persons who would have made an appointment.
That's a no-brainer though, but I get it. Yeah.
Right.
It's important to make the distinction though. Yeah. But there are times though where you may have branches that are similarly located. Because I know that you have been streamlining operations, but from time to time you may have what looks like two branches in the same place, and you may have some confusion regarding which is the branch. I don't have that anymore.
Well, I think based on the changes that we've made over the years, it's quite easy the distinction is easily made. We have branches close enough to each other, but based on their specific location, you can say that this is a Halfway Tree versus a New Kingston, or a Matilda's Corner versus a University. So we have clear distinctions. The branches are not in that much of a close proximity anymore.
Okay, all right.
They have that confusion.
Yes, okay, and that's true. I've seen, because there are times when you used to have even two Nussford branches, etc. You no longer have that. I want to thank you so much. Right. I'm looking at the clock. The clock says that we have said much of what we have to say. Figure we have some other things that we can say, but by and large, this app, you can go onto the site, you can schedule, and it does work. So I'm encouraging the public to actually use the facility. Simone Wint, thank you so much for speaking with us as we did Inside Banking with NCB.